How's it going, guys? Marshall Breakdowns here. Today we're going to be looking at UFC lightweight champion Khabib Nurmagomedov and a couple key elements that have helped him be so dominant in the UFC. Every one of Khabib's opponents so far knows his game plan. Take the fight to the mat and go to work with ground and pound and submission attempts. Yet none of his opponents thus far have been able to stop him. Before we even get into his takedown technique, first thing we're going to look at is his level change setups. Khabib's become sort of the Mike Tyson of MMA. But instead of being scared to be hit, his opponents are shaken at the idea of being taken down by him. This only makes his level changes that much more intimidating. In fact, the constant threat of takedown has more than once opened up opponents for his striking. Here's a video of Olympic wrestling champion Jordan Burroughs demonstrating the effects of a fake. By feinting in a way that resembles your takedown, the opponent's forced to react. If they don't react to the fake, they won't react to the real one, and that opens up the takedown. Here's a clip of the first 15 seconds or so of Khabib's fight with Poirier. Notice how closely Poirier is tracking Khabib's head with his own head. Now, watch how as soon as Poirier is used to the level changes, Khabib throws a few wild casting punches up top. This forces Poirier back again, this time just close enough to the fence to drop to a double and drive him into the cage. Khabib's work against the cage is where he really shines, though. His takedowns from the open are good, but his takedowns against the cage are almost unstoppable for his opponents. In this clip, watch how Poirier is defending the double so hard that Khabib is forced to take a single leg instead. Because Poirier's leg is trapped by the single leg, when Khabib drives in, he's forced to hop on one foot to stay standing. Khabib knows this and immediately times Poirier's hop with a trip, and that sends him crashing to the mat. One final detail to notice, watch how Khabib shoots his head to the lead leg of his opponent. Because he's such a dominant wrestler, everyone knows that's his game plan. Khabib knows his opponent likely doesn't want a grappling exchange with him. The best case scenario for the opponent would often be feeding Khabib a knee on the takedown that puts him out. Watch how, in his fight with Conor McGregor, Khabib shooting with his head to the lead side took him away from Conor's power side. As UFC legend Bas Rutten notes, the strongest point of a strike is right at the end of the power arc. In this case, the center line. By taking his head to the opposite side of the center line, Khabib's put himself in the range of the rear-handed strike where it begins to lose power. Watch how he causes Conor's uppercut to miss entirely, and his knee in the opening round to have much less effect. So, let's review 3 of the key takeaways from Khabib Nurmagomedov's wrestling. First, his level changes. These allow him to disguise his takedown entries more easily. Khabib uses his level changes constantly to desensitize his opponent to them. Once the opponent stops reacting to the feints, that's when Khabib will shoot his shot. Second is Khabib's use of the cage for his takedowns. Khabib will often use his opponent's retreats from his level changes or even aggressive striking to put forward pressure on them and get them close enough to the fence to drive them into it when he shoots. One of his favorite finishes is a leg trip, which he often hits when he's forced to abandon the double leg and switch to the single instead. Lastly, Khabib makes sure his head is in the safest position possible when shooting. By making sure he shoots with his head toward the lead leg, he minimizes his chances of eating a power shot from the rear uppercut or a knee. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe and leave any suggestions for future videos in the comments below. I'll be posting new videos Mondays and Fridays. Thanks for watching and good luck training.